Hey, it's Jeffrey here,
And Elizabeth.
and welcome to Staying Connected with St. Paul's. I hope you had a really good weekend.
Hello, everyone. My name's Mary. I'm doing really well in self isolation. I've isolated myself because I'm immunosuppressed, but I'm keeping myself busy. I do Zumba dance each day, and I'm grateful to God for all that He's provided me with. I have food, I have shelter, I have beauty all around me. I wish you all a safe isolation. Please stay home, look after yourselves, and God bless you all.
Today we're going to be talking about Peter's rescue from prison and the power of prayer.
Which one's Peter?
He's the one without feathers, darling. The story is found in Acts chapter 12. Let's read the first couple of verses.
About that time Herod the king laid violent hands on some who belonged to the church. He killed James, the brother of John, with the sword, and when he saw that it pleased the Jews, he proceeded to arrest Peter also.
I want to talk about prayer, and we are all at different places in our lives and our faith, what we believe about prayer. And I have met people who believe that this is not an age of miracles. And that's my first point. If you don't believe that God answers prayer, pray anyway.
So Peter was kept in prison, but the church was earnestly praying to God for him.
And you have to remember, of course, that James had been murdered, the church had been persecuted, and so there would have been people there who basically turned up for one reason, and that was to support those people who were feeling a bit traumatized. I was at a prayer meeting not so long ago, and we were praying for someone desperately sick. I asked people why they were there, and they said, well, we're here to show our support. You know what? God answered that prayer. So that's my first point. Pray anyway.
Peter knocked at the outer entrance, and a servant named Rhoda came to answer the door. When she recognized Peter's voice, she was so overjoyed she ran back without opening it and exclaimed, "Peter's at the door."
That must have been a shock.
Yeah.
The second point, of course, is that you might believe that God sometimes answers prayer and sometimes he doesn't. And if you're at that point, well, keep praying anyway. That's another story that I enjoy reading about, and that's Daniel in the lion's den.
Did it have a good ending?
He was delivered. He's sitting there saying, Lord, don't let me become cat food. And if you read the Old Testament, there are people, for example, like Jeremiah, who prayed earnestly that Jerusalem would be spared, and it wasn't. Sometimes God appears to answer prayer, sometimes he appears not to. Guess what? You should keep praying anyway. And then there are people who believe that God always answers prayer. And if you are like that, keep praying.
And I will do whatever you ask in my name, so that the Son may bring glory to the Father. You may ask me for anything in my name, and I will do it.
That was my Auntie Pat's favourite prayer. In fact, in her Sunday school, she used to put the Bible on the floor and she would stand on it. A bit disrespectful. But she was making a point that there are those people who believe that God hears every single prayer and he is bound by his word to answer every single prayer. Pray anyway. Keep on praying.
Even though our problems seem overwhelming at the moment, keep on praying anyway.